Hello? Is there anybody out there? Okay. Today is about the show must go on. I'm not sure even if there is anyone here. This is a very, I apologize for the delay. Today is a very interesting session going to be. Let's see who is here and let's see who is not. Please, hello, me. When you are in the middle of renovation and when certain things were supposed to be done, but they're not, you really have to improvise. But guess what? Hey, Amanda, I'd rather improvise and be here with you than not do it at all. So how are we doing? How are we feeling? Last week I was doing an aura event for the Mecca Cosmetics. I was doing a very fancy, schmancy aura event, which was delightful and beautiful and nice. That's why I was in Sydney, so I couldn't do that. Can you tell me how you are? Can you tell me how things are for you? Hi, Libby. Who else is here? Hi, Amy. Well, I have to tell you, if you were to see my state of the house now, you would say, why do you even bother to do it? But I'm bothering to do it because I love you, and that's it. So if you will just see there. Hello, this is a mess, but it is what it is. And Michelle and Ramo. So, today's session, but they promised. What does it mean, but they promised, and they didn't fulfill what they promised? This is, ladies and gentlemen, some of the situation that we have to face in love. Can you tell me if you have ever experienced someone promising you something and not making it happen? Hey, Caro, do you ever feel that people say things but they don't complete it, they don't commit to it? I am literally broadcasting to you from my bedroom because if I'll take you to the other side, I'll teach you a word in Hebrew. Say after me, balagan, big balagan. I guess one of the subjects that I wanted to discuss today, besides that today is the 5th of the 5th, which is an amazing energy portal. One of the things that I wanted to share with you is to ask you, how is it and how are you actually allowing yourself to connect to yourself in a way that will keep you aligned all the way? I would love you to be always connected to who you are and what you are, no matter what. So I can tell you, I love you more than I care about the mess that is happening behind me. Hopefully by next week it won't be there and I'll be able to do it from the other room, but it is what it is. I have a plug. I connect you to my phones and here we go. You've got me, and that's what we really want. So this week I had a beautiful client who came and she traveled. She's in town from Darwin. She might be watching us, but I'm not sure. And she expressed to me how much she's always being amazingly making sure that everyone else around her is happy. And I asked her, what about you? Are you happy? Are you willing to be happy? Are you considering yourself as a priority to be happy? Now, a lot of people, especially empaths, they, oh, we have a guest. Did you see that? I'm in her room, not mine, right? Hi. Meet Princess, the princessa. Wait, she has something in her eyes. What about you loving you? What about you considering you as the best as the central thing that is important. You are important. How shall I say it? If you're driving a car, and you can drive everyone, everywhere, but do you need to put petrol? Do you need to support yourself? Do you need to service the car every so often? Now, if you're not going to do it, sure, but there is only a limit of how much you can drive. Whether it's 500 kilometers, 800, if you're on diesel, even 1,000, the smarty pants here will say, yet at some stage you have to stop and fill up your petrol, your tank. So when people commit to you and they tell you that they'll do certain things and then they don't, for whatever reason, on purpose or not on purpose, for whatever, it doesn't matter. How are you feeling? How do you feel when someone disappoints you? How do you feel when someone is actually, I call it stealing mind. I call it stealing your mind, because they're telling you one thing and you're counting on that, but then it's not happening. At the end of it, you are to be blamed because you're trying to ask, why is it not happening the way that you said that it will? But then it's your fault because you're pushing it. So this is very interesting, because I wrote this material on Sunday when I saw a client, and the way that we're saying even, but they promised, is so innocent, is so inner child. It's not childish, it's your inner child. So my question is, Princess wants to say hello again. So my question is to you, how does your inner child feels when someone is saying, I'll do it, but then they don't? I'll get you an ice cream, metaphorically, and then they don't. I'll give you something, and then they don't. Can you write to me, how does it feel when someone promises you something and then they don't make it happen? Again, for whatever reason. How does it feel to you? Write to me, write to me, write to me, write to me. When you have a worker, when you have a boss, when you have, I guess, even a teacher or a student, how do you actually, what does it make you? Let down, exactly. Angry, frustrated, 100%. Disappointed. And all those feelings, very bitter. Yep. And all these feelings, all these emotions, abandoned, whoa, that is big. That is very big. Now, again, if I'll tell you, for whatever reason, it doesn't matter whether it was done on purpose or not, but for whatever reason it hasn't been done, that will frustrate you, that will upset you, that will make you bitter, that will make you want to cry, that will make you angry. I'm just reading all your comments here. And Steffi, why is it abandoned? Can you please tell me abandoned? Why? And while you're writing this, I think we can actually go and look deeper. We need to go and look deeper into why it is really happening to us. Why is it that when you do have those expectations from certain people and they don't do it, you're feeling so sad? I can tell you this week, I actually had a broken heart. When someone made a promise that they didn't fulfill, I was so sad. I was literally sad. Nobody wrote they're sad. There is sadness. Sadness that the promise has been broken. Sadness that it's not done. Sadness that I feel that it's really come from the depth of the soul. It's that I guess maybe they don't care enough, or they don't care as much as someone else care to do it, right? And this is where we need to shift it and to change it and literally let go and let God. Does that make sense? Because the karma is not on you. If your heart is clean, the karma is not on you. The karma is on the other person who did not fulfill or watch their word. Someone who stole your mind. Someone who stole... I'll take this coat off, it's annoying me. Maybe that's better. You know how hard it is for a Virgo to live in a chaos? Cannot even. Next week it's going to be good. I'm going to break it for a second and say, today I've actually given the keys to the train house. That's it. This is finished. Francis, maybe they did speak their truth, but they just didn't do it, what they needed to do. So how can we actually overcome it? By letting it go. So when we are letting go of that pain, of those emotions, we are letting go of these emotions because we have to continue. We have to continue the day. We have to continue with facts. We have to continue with what is right for you. So when we're talking about broken trust, someone wrote here, it's about broken trust, then what do we actually do? Because trust, it takes years to build, but a second to break. And when the trust is being broken, you really don't have any emotion left for it. And beside of the fact that I have a beautiful elixir to restore the trust, but the trust is not to trust others, is to trust yourself. If you know what you're doing, if you know how to solve things, that's going to be amazing. Actually, do you have any questions so far? Let me know if you have any questions. So basically, we're looking at the nature of committing and then the responsibility that they don't take. And then when people don't take the responsibility, somehow you become the guilty one, okay? And this is not on. This is a direct insult for your little child, and we are not doing that anymore. I want us today to connect to our little child, our little girl or boy, because I know that we have some boys and girls today, and it's that level of expectation that you have. Can you count your blessings? Do you have anything, despite the fact that you were upset, that you can count your blessing upon? Write to me some of the blessings that you do have in your life. And by the way, Princess is asleep on my bed. Very, very asleep. This is the joy of having two cats. Let's see if the other one will come as well. You're having blessing for your wife. That's good. Zoo. Yes, some people have a zoo. I only have two cats. That's it. Someone here is writing. Caroline, my family, zoo, business, the sunshine. I've got sunshine in my pocket. I want you to hear. Come on, let me write. Remember, say my husband. My daughter. Exactly. Exactly right. It was so sweet. I have to share with you. So last week I took my daughter, beautiful friends, beautiful. Last week my daughter was with me, Elia, in Sydney. And I don't know if you saw the stories. We had, after I finished the event, and it was like big event, like seriously big. I had a queue of like 40 to 50 people wanting to do the aura photography. But afterwards we went to do teppanyaki. We had to have dinner, and basically there were other 5 boys there. They had their birthday as well. Anyway, we finished and they started to talk to Elia, and I'm like, okay, who's talking to my daughter here? Watch it. I went out and they were so sweet. They were very sweet 5 young men, and it was the birthday of one of them. Anyway, apparently 2 of them were musicians, and we started to talk about the dimension of spirituality, blah, blah, blah. And they said that they are musician. And 𝗵𝗵𝗶𝗆977, did I do your reading? What's your real name? Is that Amy? I'm not sure. Anyway, I started to rap with them, like, beat sweet, the king of the beat. You see a rocket on the flame from a... And they were doing it. Eliyahu was standing there. Okay, my mom is either crazy or really cool. Really crazy, really cool. And I said to them, basically, you were not even born when this rap. Anna Marie, of course I remember. We have one of the ladies of Mecca last week. Hi. Anyway, I think one of the most glorious thing is that you can just be yourself, whomever you are, wherever you are, and then you're just flowing. Once that you can flow with yourself, I'm allowed to swear in my own show, yeah? Fuck them all. Fuck it, fuck it, fuck it. Stay truthful to who you are and what you are. Align yourself. Crown, third eye, throat, heart, solar plexus, sacral, and base. If you are not aligned with yourself, everything will move to yourself, will move the energies. And you can't afford it. We can't afford it. We need to be aligned no matter what. And if you're not, and if you're out of kilt, you have some good friends that will help you and align you. You have some people, states, music, crystals that will come and align you. Okay? So I broke a nail in the move. Very, very, very deep. I know it sounds shallow, but it's not. Today, they have been fixed and been created in the new creation of my beautiful Anna from Atomic Pink, which we laugh because we've been together for 22 years. Lasted 3 marriages, I think, almost. But, you know, when you have someone that is loyal to you and you're loyal to them, you stick with them. And this is what it's about. So who has your back? Who will not disappoint you no matter what? You. You. When you are connected to yourself and to your true heart, no one will disappoint you because no matter what, you'll be able to jump up and to fix it, right? And this is how important it is, okay? It's interesting because with the client that I wrote, you know that you guys are inspiring me to do what I do when I do, right? So when I wrote it, it actually went to the Akashic record. And the question is, why? Why do I even have to go through these experiences? Why do I have to suffer in a way that harms me and hurts me and frustrates me? Okay? I want you, if you can, when you can, to do some form of exercise. And this exercise is about you Tamani, do you remember in the course that you've done how I told you about trust? You don't need to trust anyone because when you do trust, you can get disappointed. But it's not about trust. And it's very interesting because today the tile person told me, Sharon, I trust you for $1 or I trust you for $1 million. Trust is trust. I say trust is how much you're willing to lose. If you're willing to lose and it doesn't matter, there you go. But it's not trust anymore. It's, I'm trying you. I'm actually trying you. If someone gives you a loan or someone tells you something, it's on them. It's not on you. When you are true to your word, that's all you need to do. Be truthful to who you are. Be impeccable with your word. Some of you will receive my newsletter. Some of you will receive my newsletter today in their mailbox, if it's not in your spam. It is your, I've recorded you a special message there. I've did a little video and I've recorded it to you. And you know, today is the 5th of the 5th. And as the 5th of the 5th, it's a beautiful portal of energy. I still don't have my shell, but you see, you improvise. It's okay. And I have to give you a warning. I don't have my cards, but I've decided to teach you how to do good. I'm going to teach you how to do a pendulum, or I'm going to teach you how to figure out between yourself a small piece of channeling. How about that? Because I was thinking, what can I do? I cannot find it. I won't even take you for a tour, trust me. Hopefully next week I will have more or less boxes, but more to show, and it will be in another room, but it is what it is. Do you have any questions for me? You've received it, very good. Do you have any questions for me? Okay, so I started to talk about the why. So the Akashic Records is about where all the knowledge sits, where all the reason sits, where everything that we came here to do is already written. When we are going to the Akashic Record, it's like going to a library. When you go to the library, you go to a section, book section. When you go to the book section, you go to a specific shelf. It's almost like calling you and telling you this is where you are. Once that you're looking and you're finding your specific book, this is like your blueprint. And once that you're connecting to that blueprint, you can see what is your mission. Would you like me to do a little visualization to take you there? Give me a like, say yes, let me know if you want to. I can do it right now. Okay? Yes, no, yes, no. Would you like to know what is your mission? Yep, yep, yep. Okay, we have a few yeses. Amazing. All right, so this is how we do it. I want you, if you can, just to sit comfortably. And I'm going to do the energy for you and hold it. Okay. So this is how we're going to do it. Let's do a little visualization. Follow me and we'll see what's happening, okay? So I want you to take a few deep breaths. You're just breathing in white light, breathing out all the stress. You might even yawn, that is fine. Regulating your breath, regulating your state. Beautiful. I want you to picture yourself. Close your eyes as long as you're not driving. Close your eyes and picture yourself walking in nature. As you walk in nature, it is your favorite nature. It could be the forest, the valley, the beach, the mountain, the desert, whatever you like. Temperature is perfect. And you're walking straight ahead. As you're walking, you can see a little bridge. It's not massive, it's not epic. It's a small bridge. You can't see what's on the other side of it. You're starting to walk that bridge and walking into the other side of that bridge. As you're walking to the other side of the bridge, the clouds are lifting. And as you are walking, you can see a building that is like a library. I want you to enter into this building and choose whether you go to the left or to the right or straight ahead. You're going into the main room of the library. And as you're entering to this library, you're wanting to see. And if you just joined us, join us. It's okay. As you're going to that library, you're picking up your book. You're going towards that bookshelf that has your book on it. As you're heading towards that bookshelf, you're seeing which shelf your blueprint is. You're asking to see if you can have access to your own Akashic record, to your own soul level message. You're calm. You're seeing it. You're opening it. If you have permission, you can open that book or that scroll. It depends how it appears to you. And you're looking to see, what is your mission? What is your soul pathway? What are you here to do? See if you can see it. See if you can connect to your past lives, any of the past life. Is your mission is to spread the light? Is your mission is to overcome all kinds of experiences? Is it to spread the well-being? Feel it within yourself. Is it to find your own balance? See what you see and get what you get. And then, when you have that knowledge, I want you to close it and put it back. Turn around. Find your way to the entrance of that entrance or exit of this library. Leave the library knowing that you can always go back there. Cross that bridge. Come back to the other side, to your favorite area. And when you're ready, come back. Come back to this room. Come back to this body. Move your hands and feet a little bit. Come back to this room and to your body. And how was that? I want you to tell me, to write to me. Were you able to access to the library? And if you did, were you able to see your blueprint? If you did, what was the mission? And beautiful Tamani is writing here, you know, when I did the course, she did the course 28 Lessons Self-Mastery, you mentioned the Akashic Records because I kept dreaming of orca whales. I can't recall. The orca whales are the record keepers, Tamani. They are the record keepers and they sit. The dolphins they are the manna. They are the power of life and they are the messengers. So they come and they go, they give you, this is the library, they go, and then they give us the knowledge and the information. Does that make sense? So, did any of you, were you able to see, to feel? You need to come back to your body. Nobody stays there, yeah? Come back, let me know. What did you see? What did you hear? I want to see you all on the screen. Why don't we just do it over Zoom, huh? So beautiful. You're all such beautiful soul. Your mission is to find love. How beautiful. Can you figure out if it's self-love or external love? Because any love starts with the love to yourself. How about if I'll teach you a little? I'll give you a little thing. I can't find the cards. I do have my, I do have my pendulum. Always have a pendulum with me. But this is because it's a black tourmaline. So because it's a black tourmaline, it's a very strong protection. And that is on top of my black tourmaline here. Can I tell you something, people? We are in a war. We are now in a war of the light and the dark. And although I'm sure that a lot of us are warriors, our job is actually to amplify the light. We're fighting the dark by amplifying the light. So I'm going to do a little thing. I'm going to show you. I'm going to switch this off. But I still have the light here. This is, oh my God, so much more mystical, isn't it? So, it's to find balance. It's to find the light. What is that portal of the 5th of the 5th? This is about letting go. It's choices. It is choices that will enable us to free ourselves from the darkness. Do you think that we can let go of that darkness? One little flame lights up everything. Are you willing to stay and to connect to who you are and what you are, no matter what? And if your mission, I'll put the lights on. And if your mission is to find the light and to expand it, then this is what we're doing. So are you willing to do that? Are you willing to fulfill your mission? Are you willing to commit? Because we don't have time. We don't have time to spend over things that are not fulfilled. We have to, at any single moment, to follow our mission of joy, of love, of success, of beauty. Everything is coming from within. Everything is within you. You have already came as a full vessel. Your mission is to remember who you are and what you are. And once that you are remembering that, then you are connected to yourself. You are connected to that knowledge that you had within your soul for all these years, all these eons, all these generations. You already have it. We are only allowing ourselves to forget and to play dumb in this human body unless you are connected and aligned every single day. I hope that you take showers daily. Can I upgrade your showers to a waterfall? As soon as you go to the shower, it is now a waterfall. And once that you are in this waterfall, start to cleanse your aura. Start to cleanse your chakras. Start to cleanse your energy. And once that you're doing this, your whole aura is expanding. Your whole aura is being powerful and strong. And it's as simple as that. So your mission tomorrow, tonight, whenever you have your next shower, is to, when you shower, allow the water to be a waterfall, not too strong. I don't want you to drown. I just want you to be in a normal, regular waterfall, and you're just allowing the whole energy to be cleansed. And even if you don't know that this is purple, this is indigo, this is blue, this is pink and green, solar plexus, solar, the sun, it's yellow, sacral is orange, and then the base is red. Just think of a rainbow, okay? Think of a rainbow, starts with red. Once that you do this and you balance all your chakras, then your aura will be cleansed as well. And this is what we want, okay? Would you like me to teach you how to, I guess, get your first answers to yourself within yourself? How are we going to do that? You're going to ask your body questions of yes and no. So I want you to say your name. Say, I can say to myself, my name is Sharon. And I know that the answer is yes. And I'm feeling it somewhere in my body. Can you say that with your name? Say, my name is Lydia, or Nicole, or Lara, or Tamani, or Ramo, or Libby, whomever, Caro, Tracy, Amanda, Amy. Say your name and see where you get that it's a yes. Okay? Then I want you to say, my name, unless your name is Sharon, I want you to say, my name is Sharon. My name is Charles. My name is Edward. And the answer, it's a name that you are not, okay? So see where you feel that. My name is Edward. Because I do channeling for a long time, it's like, no, it's not. So I want you to see. Okay? Now, I want you to ask another question. I want you to say the word yes. And tell me if you feel it in the same place that your true name was. Yes. I can teach you how to do the pendulum. Show me a yes. Stop. Show me a no. You see how it goes backwards and forward? So you choose what is a yes and you choose what is a no. Then you can ask a question, and no, it cannot be the 6th number of the Tatzlot. No, it's not. Don't do that. Don't use it for anything that is not for your highest good. So then what you do, you ask the question for the benefit of your highest good. Okay, what am I doing with this? What am I doing with that? How things are going. For example, should I... It's really simple / dangerous, yeah? It has to be totally connected to your higher self. Does that make sense? Totally connected to your higher self. And this is the difference. Okay? Do you have any questions for me? Please ask if you want. I see that a few other people joined us, so welcome. I like that effect of how it is all bringing into the light, isn't it? This is so special. In this portal of the 5th of the 5th, it's all about amplifying the light. It's all about fighting the dark with light by only expanding your own light. And once that you have expanded your own light, there is no room for the dark. Does that make sense? And that's the important part of it. Do you have any questions for me? Anything? So again, I'll just recap. Firstly, what they promised is the inner child. The inner child is feeling hurt, abandoned, stressed, angry, frustrated, all of the above, and more. The inner child needs to be soothed and to let the adult in you to make the decisions. Those decisions needs to come from facts. What am I doing about it? How am I going about it? Simple. Once that you have established that, you are now aligning yourself, aligning your body, aligning yourself, and able to connect, to hold, to strengthen who you are and what you are. As soon as you do this, your whole energy is moving, your whole energy is shifting, and life is good. Remember to always strengthen your aura. Once that you're strengthening your aura, everything is shifting and moving as well. Does that make sense? Good. The next stage is trust. You don't need to trust. You trust yourself. Once that you trust yourself, or 1 or 2 people, because you always have to be aware that if you trust, you might get disappointed. So you don't want to get disappointed. So it's not about not trusting anyone, but it's to take things for what they are as face value. Don't have any expectations, because the expectations is what breaks it. And remember as well, expectation is the, I don't want to say disability, but the lack of ability of other people to fulfill your wishes. However, you might say, but they promised and they have created and they have said all those things, but they didn't. For whatever reason, they didn't. So now that it's like completed, what can you do about it? How can you make yourself happy at any given moment? That is our goal. Once that we are keeping and staying happy, life is good. You are good. Because then no one can threaten you in what you do and how you do. Does that make sense? Then we are talking about the Akashic record. The Akashic record is what is your real mission. And once that you know your real mission, then life is much better. After you have figured out what is your right and full mission, just figure out what is my next step and how will my next step will affect myself and others. And once that you are able to do all of that, then you're in full balance and alignment and you are invincible anyway. Does that make sense? So now, when you are able to overcome that victim mode, and I'm not saying it in any derogative way, but you have been a victim of someone else's lack of commitment to fulfill their own word, then you are actually immune to it, and it's not going to affect you anymore. Does that make sense? And again, do you have any questions? I wish I had my cards, but I don't. They're packed somewhere. So because that last week I was in Sydney, I didn't have time to do it, and some of the things are missing here. So tomorrow and Saturday, those are the day to unpack. And I have some beautiful friends that help, and I am very grateful to them. So that's it, I think. If you don't have any questions, for those who just joined us, please just listen to the recording again. I'm wishing you all an amazing week, an amazing Mother's Day. Remember, the 5/5 of the 5th, you have a choice, light or dark. Please choose the light if you can. Dark is dark, too dark. It can tempt you with shit, but it's not, it's dark. So let's do that. And once that we do that, 5th of the 5th, and we are connected through the light, the only way is up. Mother's Day, we all came from a mother. No matter how you look at it, you all came from a mother. So whether they're alive or not, mine almost 6 years without, but she's always in my heart. I'm a mother. I'm going to spend the day, please God, with my daughter. And we'll just flow. But it's Mother's Day every day. And mother yourself. Mother your inner child, no matter what. Mother that nurturing and supporting that you are, no matter what. It doesn't matter if you have physical children or cats or dogs or animals as your children. Mother, nourish, love. But remember to mother, nourish, and love yourself as well. Okay? So again, apologies. Thank you. Apologies for not having my cards. However, I taught you how to channel and how to connect. That's pretty awesome. And took you to the Akashic records. So make sure that you share and that you love and that you do. And may God bless us all, because we're all part of the light family. I love you all. Take care.